Hi class, this video is to teach you how to do your chapter pronunciations as a team. And so this is going to be a great study tool for you to listen to the pronunciation done by your fellow students, to grade their pronunciations. It's going to help you memorize the words that come with every chapter. As you're beginning to probably notice, the chapters are pretty dense and there's a lot to memorize. And so all the different ways that we can utilize memorization is really good for us. Pronunciation will also be on your exams, and so it's great practice. As you can see here, you'll have a button right here called Chapter Pronunciations. And here you can find your teams. And so the very first thing you're going to do is you are going to select 10 words to pronounce for your team. And in this case, I have made a PowerPoint here, an example, and so I'm going to title that PowerPoint with my name and then the associated chapter. And of course, in this case, it's just an example. And then my next slide here is my word, how that word should be pronounced, and then what it means and its definition. And so this is what you will create, except you will have 10 words. Here are all the directions right here. You are then going to upload them to your team. And so I want to teach you how to do that because it might be a little bit tricky because they're not going to be separate discussion boards. They're going to be separate threads. I'm doing this so Gradebook doesn't get too big. There's a lot of you in the class. My view is going to look slightly different than yours because I can't actually add myself to a team because I'm on no one's and everyone's all at the same time. So when you open this, I see a ton of stuff. What you will see is you will see one team. If you do not see a team, then you are going to email me right away. But you should see one team and you will access that. Your view is going to look slightly different because I'm the professor. And so I'm going to pretend I'm on this team and I'm going to go to the group discussion board. Again, you will go differently than the way I did. You will see here that this is a discussion board. This is just for you guys to talk to each other. So please do not post any work in this. I just have this here for you. What you're going to do is you're going to select the forum that's chapter pronunciations. And at that point, you are going to see a series of threads here that are titled by chapters. And this is where you're going to upload your information. And so I'm going to upload to chapter 3. I'm going to go ahead and select this thread. Now everything's done by me, and so that's why you just see my name. At this point, I am now going to reply to this thread. And that is what I have done here. And so I have replied to this thread correctly. This is what it would look like if you were beginning to reply. You're going to change this to your name. And then here, you are going to write the words that you have. You are going to upload the PowerPoint you created, and you are going to either embed or provide a link for the video that you made of pronouncing the words. So I'm going to hit cancel. In the end, this is what you will have. You can see I went ahead and embedded my video. I've given you the PowerPoint and then the one word that I completed. What you will do is all teammates will do a set of 10 words. This is why you're also posting them out here, so you are not duplicating words. That's not helpful to anyone. You will do this and complete this by Wednesday night of every single week. You will then grade your team. And so how to grade your team will be right here under reply. Now, I've provided you a rubric, which I'll remind you back to. And so if this were me, I'm going to grade myself. And for my grade, I'm going to put my name. So it's identified, and it puts in your name anyway, but it just makes it simpler. And in this case, I am going to say that I got a 10 out of 10 because I graded it correctly, because I pronounced it correctly, and it had all the components that was necessary in that. And so I'm going to submit that, and then now I've got a grade. So real quick, when we get to chapter pronunciations right here, you'll see I've got a little rubric for you. This is all you have to do is put in the score. And this is how it's defined. 10 out of 10, everything is correct. 8 out of 10, one word is incorrect. 5 out of 10, 2 to 4 words are incorrect. If there is greater than 4 words incorrect, then you get 0 out of 10. Right? This needs to be correct. You have many aspects in your textbook, from pronunciations located in your textbook to also audio glossary, and so you should be practicing them. I've given you Screencast-O-Matic. All my videos that I make for you, I make in Screencast-O-Matic and I post them on YouTube. That's how I do things. You can do this any way you'd like, as long as we can hear you and it's understandable, and that it's easy for you. Most of my students use this in many of my classes, and so I find that most people just like it. It's super intuitive and just simple. If you want to learn how, there's little tutorials on Screencast-O-Matic that you can look at. All right, please let me know if you have any questions, and this will always begin with Chapter 3.